Thank you for making News Channel 5 your #1 choice for news and information.
Tonight, a massive overhaul of U.S. intelligence. There's finally a deal. We'll tell you what's in it, how it was reached, and raise the question, is it enough? It comes as Americans are again targeted for terror. We'll give you a look at what the U.S. government is and is not doing to protect Americans overseas. Could one man ruin an entire town? He just about did. What he did and how he got caught in tonight's Eye on America. Also, not another drug scandal in sports. Afraid so. Are these athletes flying a little too high?
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather reporting from CBS News headquarters in New York.
Good evening. The bill long stuck in Congress to overhaul U.S. intelligence may finally be unstuck. Full reforms were strongly recommended by the 9/11 Commission. President Bush said he backed what critics call a watered-down version of the original bill, but key Republicans in Congress were blocking it until now. CBS News Chief White House correspondent John Roberts has the latest on the cliffhanger on the Hill and what may be a final compromise in the making. John?
Dan, a key Republican holdout late today withdrew his opposition to the bill and cleared the way for a vote after President Bush assured him intelligence reform would preserve a clear chain of command from the Oval Office all the way through to troops on the ground.
The primary issue was the protection of our troops in the field. We think that we've achieved that.
The bill would put all of America's intelligence gathering capabilities under the jurisdiction of a single powerful national director with a goal to avoid the sort of intelligence failings that preceded 9/11. Congressman Duncan Hunter had blocked the measure 2 weeks ago, fearing it could handcuff the Pentagon's ability to get real-time intelligence to troops in combat.
It's a good piece of legislation. It is a necessary piece of legislation.
President Bush invested some of the political capital he earned on election night to reach a compromise Hunter and others could live with.
I'm very optimistic now that the bill will move forward and that we have the votes to win in both the House and the Senate.
That would be a victory for many families of 9/11 victims who kept vigil outside the White House today.
How many more people have to die before you're willing to make this country safe?
It's also a victory for President Bush, whose arm twisting narrowly avoided an embarrassing post-election legislative defeat, one that could have had lasting impact on his second-term agenda.
If he gets rolled here on this bill, imagine what it will be like when he tries to come forward with other controversial proposals.
There's still one potential hang-up. Republican Congressman James Sensenbrenner wants the bill to address illegal immigration and bar illegal immigrants from getting driver's licenses. Sources say Sensenbrenner will get only lip service on those issues now, with a pledge to look into them next year.
There's ample reason to believe the intelligence reform bill will pass both the House and the Senate tomorrow, but no one is ready to break out the champagne just yet. They remember how close they were 2 weeks ago, right before the legislation ran straight into a wall. Dan?
John Roberts reporting live from the White House. Thank you, John. The need for better intelligence in the war on terror was vividly illustrated again today, as was the fact that Osama bin Laden apparently is alive, well, and still at large. A heavily armed gang of killers staged a surprise assault on the U.S. consulate in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. No Americans were killed, but at least 8 other people were. CBS's Tom Fenton has late details.
Terrorists suspected of links to al-Qaeda blasted into the consulate, killing 5 foreign employees in what a State Department official called a major security breach. While no Americans were killed, the official expressed concern that defensive measures the State Department has in place all over the world proved vulnerable. Diplomatic security agents are being rushed to Saudi Arabia as President Bush warned that terrorists are still active there.
They want us to leave Saudi Arabia. They want us to leave Iraq. They want us to grow timid and weary.